activity of setting up a business or businesses, taking on financial risks in the hope of profit is what being an entrepreneur is all about. Well, entrepreneurship is the new buzzword and is a solution to the economy. High unemployment, poverty and inequality are the challenges facing this economy and many others, especially emerging economies. Well, I chatted to an inspiring South African entrepreneur who only recently decided to take the plunge himself from corporate heavyweight to entrepreneur and investor. He is Francois Joubert, in discussion with me in the studio.
You asked me the state of the entrepreneurship in South Africa. I think the future of the economic in South Africa is entrepreneurship. We've got our big corporations that's running, but to make a real change in South Africa, it's really the small to medium entrepreneur that's going to make that difference. That's going to up the employment in South Africa, employing is 5, 10, 15 employees, and really make that difference. So I think it's an exciting time in South Africa. As you say, there's so many problems, but problems bring opportunities. Sure. And if we can look at those opportunities and find the solutions, it's a great time for entrepreneurship in South Africa.
Sure. I mean, South Africa has always been a big business economy. We definitely need to see more startup businesses. As an investor in startups, though, you know that the big concern is finance. Yes. For small businesses. What are some of the critical factors you look at before you invest in a startup? And how critical is it to have finance as a support?
Look, there's finance that you need as a startup, but not just for startups. It's also when you want to grow your business. And when is that correct time that you need an outside investor to grow your business? I always say that when I look at an investment, I always look at the results that company has delivered. So show me your results that you have for the past 6 months, the year, past 2 years. What have you delivered? What is the value that you've delivered to your customer and your clients? How has that grown, and what is the testimonials that they bring in? So that's really critical before I even look at doing a due diligence in a company, looking at the finances and what type of investment they want. I need to see that company is scalable, bringing value to the clients, and looking at that.
What are the components of a business plan? Because the first step towards developing a business is to have a plan in place. What would you say are the important components of a business plan?
The important components of a business plan is to say, what do I want to achieve? Okay, so why? I think a business plan can be, you get pages and pages and pages of business plans, but a very concrete business plan to say why. Why did I start this business? What is my aim on doing this business? And then you can slot in the technical parts like the finance, the operations, the employees, and all of those operational things. But the thing for me that I look at, especially a business plan, is the why. Why did I start this? And what is the value that I'm going to add to my clients?
Give us some background about your organization when it comes to investing in startups. Do you actually go out looking for opportunities, or do small businesses approach you?
So it's very interesting. When I started, I bought my first business in 2015. September 2015, so just about 2 years ago. And I was looking at, before that I was in corporate, I was the youngest financial director of a multinational company, but I tried to make an impact in people's lives, to add value to them and to leave a legacy of significance. So when I started out with this entrepreneurial journey of mine, I looked at what business is there that I can buy and grow. And I got somebody that brought me businesses, almost like a business broker. He said, listen, Francois, I've got a few businesses on my books. Have a look at them. Which ones do you want to buy? So my first one that I bought was a preschool, and it's called Midrand Kids Academy today. And look at it, and that was really something that I said, listen, the cash flow is looking good here. There's potential for growth, and I can really make an impact in this. And knowing that I can make an impact not just in the education, but in those small kids, their lives, giving them a solid base. So when they go to primary school, when they go to secondary school, to perform top 1% in their class, that was really that attracted me to that. I always had a passion for children, and it was a perfect fit for me at that point in time.
So are you now officially a buyer of businesses? Because you have a broad portfolio.
I do. I've got the nursery school. I've got an investment in a app as well, a mobile app, and then I've actually started the Intelligent Millionaires network. Okay. I was co-founder of that, and we started that in April in 2016. Just get my dates right here. We started that, so that's just over a year now.
So these are new ventures as well?
These are new ventures that I've started off with.
So I'm assuming this is a very exciting time in your life.
Very, very exciting. It's the most exciting time. I was always the CA, the bean counter that sat behind the desk doing the books and so on. And now it's so exciting, and what I tell people is that if I can do it, so can they. I think that's a lesson that we all need to learn, sure. Is that if we have a passion and a why and a vision that you've created for yourself, get people into your inner circle that's already done that you can learn from. And I think this is an important lesson and principle, especially when I started out as well, for entrepreneurs that's starting out or want to grow their business, that they feel a bit stuck in their business, is to really surround themselves with people that's already done it, that they can learn from. So get a coach, get a business coach that can really look at your business from the outside in and tell you the ropes on doing A, B, and C, and not A, D, and then E. And that's what when I started out with, people told me, listen, Francois, get yourself a power team. But I said, I don't want a power team. I really want a dream team. Okay? A dream team of coaches that can be in front of me, that I can go to and say, listen here, this is what I want to do. Help me to put together my business blueprint for that. And speaking about the blueprint, that's what we now did at the Intelligent Millionaires Network. We help entrepreneurs from startups to seasoned entrepreneurs. That's part of our network, and we really give them the tools to grow their network, not just here on a local basis in Johannesburg, but also on a national basis. We've got networks in Durban, in Cape Town, and then we've also got networks globally in London, Sweden. We've started out in Australia now, Singapore. So we give them those tools to expand their network, and we also work through a business blueprint with them that looks at topics like innovation, branding, marketing, sales, negotiations, and all of those, and really give them those tools to take their business to the next level.
That's very inspiring. I suppose entrepreneurship is the new buzzword given the state of employment. A lot of people are pushed in that direction naturally so, and I suppose it's a great opportunity to innovate, like you're saying.
Yes.
When would you say, though, it's critical for a startup, small business, to seriously consider attracting more investment for growth purposes?
Yes. There's not really a point in a business cycle where you need it. But I think where it's critical for you to do that is you have the results, but now you need to grow it. If you are the business, if Francois Joubert is the business, you can't sell the business. You need to scale it. You need to get people in there. So if you really want to think about what is your exit plan with this business, that is when you need to get investors in.
Sure.
So that you can draw from their experience, that you can draw from their knowledge, to take your business from where it is to where it deserves to be.
Sure. Like I mentioned, you have a broad portfolio of businesses under your belt, and you're working with a lot of entrepreneurs across South Africa right now. But which sectors in the economy are still untapped? Which are the challenging sectors that you would view as high risk for investment?
Look, there's people have different risk profiles, with different risk levels that they want to take. One that I haven't invested in is agriculture. I think it's an exciting industry to invest in. If you look at food prices, that's on the increase. It is a sector that you need, but you need big guts to go in there because the risk is so much. If you look at the natural disasters that's out there, what's happening in the Western Cape at this point in time with the droughts and so forth, the risk are so much. And I haven't invested that because it's not part of my risk profile yet. But I do look at it. I do have coaching clients that's there that I help with a business because business principles are across the board, and that's why it's principles. It doesn't matter whether you're in education, whether you're in professional services, agriculture, wherever, the principles stay the same. But to do an investment in there, I'm not up for that yet.
Sure. Why is the first million mark such an important milestone for an entrepreneur?
It is such an important milestone for an entrepreneur because it's the hardest one to make. Your first million is going to be the hardest million that you're ever going to make. And why do I say that? Because you need to prove to yourself that I can do this. You need to believe in yourself. And once you reach that level, you say, wow, but I've done it. And you get that confidence. And the more confidence you get, the more competent you get in what you're doing. And reaching that level is just an affirmation that, listen, you can do it. And like I said, it's the hardest one. The easiest one that you're going to make is your next million.
So you need to qualify to earn your first million to be part of the network?
No, you don't. You don't. And I think that's a misperception.
Okay.
Our Intelligent Millionaires Network is not just for millionaires. It is for startups. We want to help people reach that first million. And you don't have to be intelligent. Most millionaires, most big people are not intelligent because it's not about intelligence. It's more about the focus. If you focus on your goals, if you cut out the negativity that's in your life, you can make it.
Sure. Francois, what are some of the most important lessons you've learned so far as a new entrepreneur, very successful entrepreneur that really stands out for you that you still share with other startup entrepreneurs?
There's four of them. First of all, you need to get branded. You need to differentiate yourself from your competition because competition is so tough and competition is good because it drives you to be better. But as a new entrepreneur, as a new startup, you need to get branded. You need to have a value proposition out there that people can say, listen, I can go to a Francois Joubert and that is what he's going to do for me. And from branding, you need to have a personal brand and a company brand as well. Second one of all is marketing. People think that marketing is costing them money. And when I was in corporate, that was the first budget. Slice the marketing because we need to make budget.
Sure.
But now that I'm an entrepreneur myself, I realize that marketing should actually make you money. If you've got this amazing product, but no one knows about it, then you're not going to sell it. So marketing is so important. The third one is you need to get a coach. You need to surround yourself with people that has already done it. I think one of the errors that entrepreneurs make when they start off, whether that's a startup or growing, is they want to do everything themselves. No one can do it better than I can do. I had that mentality as well. I had to have a mind shift to understand that there are other people with other skill sets that can do it better than I can. And you can delegate stuff. So get people around yourself that has already done it, that you can learn from, get a business coach. And people sometimes are, but can you be my mentor, Francois? And I say, there's a difference between coaching and mentoring. Business coaching is, business coach is going to tell you exactly what to do, how to do it, what steps to take. A mentor is going to tell you nice stuff. Yes, yeah, you're doing well. You haven't done it. Okay, let's try this and this. A business coach is
So you're looking for a mentor, you're looking for someone to pat you on the back and say,
that's not what you
going.
want. Yeah, keep going, mentor. Business coach is a hard-hitting person that's going to tell you, don't do this, I told you to do this, you didn't do it, that's why you didn't get success. And then the fourth one is you need to expand your network. You need to get a network, and I always say that the level of your success will be determined by the size and the quality of your network. So get involved in something like the Intelligent Millionaires Network, where your network is expanded locally, nationally, globally, where you can tap into other people's skill sets, and together we can take it to the next level.
So is this network also an opportunity to actually acquire more skills as an entrepreneur? How does one qualify to join the network?
Yeah, so our network is a member-based network. Our first events that we have is for free, so you can come for free, you can come and have a look what we do. Is this for you? Is it something that you want to be part of? And then it works on a subscription basis. You purchase membership for a year, you come through for the year, we give you all the tools, all the skill sets, give you the business blueprint, take you through that. We get speakers in to come and speak to you and help you and give you the tools to implement in your business.